Morning, friends. I'm here and mourning my beautiful friend who's watching. I say friends because you're all my friends, but really I'm only talking to you. So, hey, my beautiful friend, happy first day of spring. Spring has sprung. I'm sitting here doing my steps, moving my feet. I don't know if you can hear them. A little marching. And I just had to come and say happy spring. So let's get into something, okay? I'll see ya on the other side. Hey, my beautiful friend. Thank you for being here today. It is March 20th, 2025. Yappy and I are excited because it is the first day of spring. It is Ostara, the spring equinox. And, I put it down in the description, but Ostara means, it's a pagan holiday celebrated around the spring equinox, honoring the earth and Mother Nature. And so we honor her, we do. And I'm so grateful to have woken up this morning. I hope that you all have been practicing your little 5 days of gratitude, to wake up this morning on this beautiful brand new spring day. When I left, I don't have a car mount, and that's something that I really desperately need for my phone so that I can film when I'm in my car. But the beautiful spring flowers, the trees had nothing on them last week. These trees. They're similar to the cherry blossoms, but I don't think they're cherry blossoms. I think they maybe are dogwoods. And the flowers, when I left my daughter's job, oh my God, I just wanted to cry. They're all bloomed, and they only last for a short time. So I'm hoping that I can get some, some footage of them because they're so beautiful. My nose is itching. It's spring allergy season, and it's not a fun fact, but a fun fact. I was born, of course, most of you know. If you're new here, you don't know. If you're new here, welcome. Happy first day of spring. Happy Ostara. My name is Alexis. This is the beautiful Miss Yappy. And Yappy's my cohort here, but she's my support chihuahua here on YouTube, and she's always with me. She's always here to give me guidance. Spirit said, use Yappy. Yappy is there to support you. And so this is where Yappy is. She was rescued from the corner full of cobwebs, and now she's a superstar on YouTube. And of course, I'm Alexis. And my beautiful, beautiful friends here all call me Lexi. And then a few of my beautiful friends here, and one of my crone friends in particular, coined me Sexi Lexi. And then we switched Sexi Lexi to sexy with an I, thanks to another friend here. He changed it to the I to match Lexi. So it's Sexi Lexi with an I. And then another beautiful friend of mine, she coined me Luscious Lexi. So welcome. Welcome. I just want to say again, another shout out to She or Shy 300 at Shy or She Affirms, because it's spelled S-H-I, and I'm going to put it here, but I don't know how she pronounced it. So is it She or Shy? And I think it's Shy because of the I. I think it's Shy, but just to be safe, I'll say both. So welcome. Welcome, my beautiful friend. I'm so glad you're here. So glad you're here. And anybody else who's new, I'm so glad you're here. And any new subscribers, welcome. Welcome to the collective, to this beautiful community that we have here. And today on March 20th, our Helen Steiner Rice calendar. I always want to call this a catalog. Calendar. And I couldn't list it down below. I have put different things, but you can find these on Amazon or anywhere. This was back in the 90s. It's over 30 years old, so there's no way that this is not in print anymore. And she says, today, be a messenger of happiness. And that's what I am. I am a messenger of happiness always. You know, I always am. I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful that you sacrifice your time to watch these videos that I put out. You know, I'm so grateful. One of my dear sisters here, you know, she's always saying, I got to get my Lexi time and I got to binge. You know, I have a couple of my soul sisters here that always binge me in the background while they're doing things to get caught up. And I just love that. That makes me, as one of my other sisters here, Miss Spiritual Rain, she taps for love. And that just makes me tap my heart because I love you all so much. I love you plenty, as I say at the end of every one of my videos. And if you're new, you don't know that. So you'll see. You'll see when we get to the end. But also she says here, happiness is something we create in our minds. It's not something you search for and so seldom find. I love it. I love it. We create happiness. We can't look for happiness. You know, I interpret her as meaning, yes, we seldom find it. We can't look to something else or someone else to make us happy. You know what I mean? I mean, we do generally find people that make us happy. Like, I hope I'm making you happy right now. You know, we do, but we make ourselves happy. You know, we make ourselves happy, you know, by who we surround ourselves with. You know what I mean? What we listen to, you know, what we read. Try to stay away from all the negativity, you know, bring in all the positive love, the positive gratitude. You know, we just have to bring that in. You know, we just have to bring it in. And, you know, we create our own happiness. We do. You know, and when you wake up in the morning, you know, later on today, maybe as you're watching this video, whenever you're watching it, you know, start thinking of things that make you happy, things that you're grateful for. And usually the things that you're grateful for are also the things that make you happy. You know, there's synchronicity in everything. You know, I just love that word, synchronicity. I love that word. And I think that's going to be my word maybe for 2026. I have so many. I have a list of words for next year. But synchronicity, there's so much. If you sit down and you just focus and meditate, you know, and think of the things that just make you happy. You know what I mean? Whether it be flowers, butterflies, bees, you know, your spouse, your child, you know, your significant other, you know, your bestie, you know, your puppy, your kitten, you know, anything. Just think of the dish that you made, the coffee that you're drinking, the tea that you made, the matcha that you got. All these things make us happy. You know what I mean? They're things that we like and that we're grateful for. And they make us happy. You know, so I love that today, what she said today in the calendar. And today, I'm going to see if I can find it. I wanted to... Let's see. The chat is hot this morning. It's a hot chat. The first day of spring chat. There was something that I wanted. Yes. And I'm reading this out of the 5-Minute Gratitude Journal. And it's listed in the description box below. I did get it off of Amazon, so you can find it. And I don't think it was expensive. I think when I got it, it might have been $5 or $6. It may still be that. If it's a little bit more, it might have gone up. I'm not sure. I've had it for a few years. But Tecumseh says, when you rise in the morning, give thanks for the light, for your life, for your strength. If you see no reason to give thanks, the fault lies in yourself. I just love that. You know, I love it. Because, you know, maybe you can see that there. But, you know, we have to see the reason to give thanks. And like you know, Tecumseh says, if you don't see the reason to give thanks, then that fault lies with you. You know what I mean? Then maybe there's some negativity or something that you need to cleanse and just get out, you know, just get out. Yesterday, I had my incense burning, and my daughter's, she came in here last night, and I had it burning yesterday morning when I was on live. I mean, not on live, when I was filming. And she says, Mommy, what is that smell? I'm like, oh, it's the incense, you know. I just need to cleanse my area, and I can't wait. I want, you know, a sound bowl so that I can do that every time I get on, you know, to film a video, just to cleanse. And also, I have my holy water from the Lords of New York in the Bronx. I'm sure you know about this, Miss Tarot D, my Bronx bombshell. I'm sure you know about Lords in the Bronx. And my holy water, I cherish this holy water. I cherish this. You know what I mean? I cherish this. And I use it to sprinkle my studio, my little area here, you know, to cleanse any negativity around. So in today's 5-minute gratitude, I'm going to read you the prompts. We have 4 prompts, and I'm going to give my response. So the first prompt is 1 clear reason to appreciate the person I've become. Well, 1 clear reason is I'm a crone. I'm a sexy crone. And if you don't know what a crone is, the meaning of that is down below, and you can Google it. And, you know, most people think a crone is the little old witch, you know, the little old witch from Hansel and Gretel, or Little Red Riding Hood. You know, she walks with her staff, her cane, and she's just all bent over, and she's got on this black cloak, and her hair's all disheveled, you know, and she's got the mole on her nose and her rotten teeth. You know, people think that that is a crone. I'm so far from that. That is not the kind of crone that I am, or the other crones that I surround myself with. We're not those crones. We are beautiful, sexy, gorgeous, intelligent crones. We wear our crowns. Yes, we do. And, you know, so I wanted to share with you, you know, I know nobody reads anything. Nobody wants to read and look things up. So I'm going to share with you the meaning, you know, of a crone. And the spiritual meaning of a crone is, in spiritual and feminist contexts, the crone archetype, often part of the maiden, mother, crone triad. And if you don't know what that is, you need to look that up. Represents wisdom, experience, and the acceptance of endings and rebirth. You know, I mean, I'm 60, so I'm definitely a crone. You know what I mean? And when you get to a certain age, you have so much wisdom and knowledge, experience. You know what I mean? Everybody is not, who's a crone is not always a mother. You know, I am a mother. I have a beautiful daughter who's 27 years old, and she's just my everything. You know, she's my everything. And, you know, I manifested her, and I knew years before she was born, before she even came into this world, before I even had an inkling of being with somebody to procreate and you know, bring forth this beautiful being, which is my daughter Zoe. And her information is down below. She is at Taygeaux, Taygeaux. So subscribe to her. You know, she's working hard to build her YouTube channel, and she can use all the support she can get. So subscribe. But, you know, way before I was even with the sperm donor, and if you don't know, go back. Go back to the 80s. Go back to some episodes, and you'll see me talking about the sperm donor, who is now deceased, by the way. Passed away a few weeks ago. I think 2 or 3 weeks ago now. The end of February. The week of his daughter's 27th birthday. The week before her birthday, exactly. The Monday before she turned 27. So that was not a good week for her. You know what I mean? And of course, you know, he had no communication with her, but he had to go out with a bang on her birthday. Like, okay. I know we don't pick the time. You know, we don't pick that time. When it's our time, it's our time. But his time, he was a young man, 56. His time could have not been that time if he would have taken care of himself, you know. But anyway, that's another Oprah show, and we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about happiness. Happiness. But my daughter, I manifested her way before I knew the sperm donor, way before anything. And everybody I knew, I would tell them, you know what I mean, that I'm having a daughter, and her name's going to be Zoe. And like, yeah, right. Like, yeah. You're 20-something years old now. You don't have a kid. Yeah, I didn't have her till I was 33. And they're like, yeah, right. Yeah, sure, you're having a daughter. You're damn near a senior citizen. When are you going to have a baby? And she came, and she was perfect. Absolutely perfect. You know what I mean? But that's not a clear reason why I appreciate the person that I've become. But I appreciate this crone, the knowledge and the wisdom that I have. You know, and that I have come to this place, woo, that makes me so happy. I love it here. You know, I love it here. I love being, sorry, you hear my little chain here, my little charms. I love being in this space. This space makes me so happy. And to be with you all, you know, every day, it just makes me happy. It just makes me so very happy. You know what I mean? And you all are responsible too for the person that I've become, because you've opened me up to a new world here. You know, a new world. And I see you, friend, and I appreciate you so much. And, you know, for my handful of friends here who, they just lift me up every day. You know, they really have helped, you know, me to appreciate this person that I've become. You all have helped me, you know, you love on me, and you love on my daughter, and, you know, you check in on me every day. You send me, when it's 11:11, you send me butterflies from my mommy, and, you know, I'm so grateful to you all, and I can't say it enough, and I will say it in every video. I will cry in every video because I love you all so much, and you have you know, you make my day, you make my world, you make my world. And that is one clear reason, you know, why I appreciate the person I've become, because of you. And, you know, I'm always crying here. I can't help it. I'm so emotional all the time, you know what I mean? And I'm just that way, you know, I'm just that way. If you're new, you'll get used to it. You'll get used to it, friend. And one simple reason to be grateful for living where I live, that's a hard one for me, because we all know the state of everything that's going on around us right now. And it's a scary time for all of us. I'm grateful to be here because, you know, this is where Spirit and my guides and my angels have put me for the time being. You know what I mean? And, you know, I'm grateful for this space. I'm so grateful here. And I know that the next space where we go is just going to be amazing. It's just going to be amazing. And I know that I have to be patient. You know what I mean? So I'm very grateful for living here in Charlotte, North Carolina. I live in South Charlotte, North Carolina. And I've lived here, not in South Charlotte for the whole time, but I've lived in North Carolina for 23 years now. And this year, October 7th, will make 23 years that we've been here. We moved here in October 7th of 2002, and Zoe was only 4.5 years old. And so this is the place that she remembers and the only place that she knows. She was born in Phoenix, Arizona. We lived in Phoenix, Arizona for 8 years prior to moving here. And then before Phoenix, I grew up in the Virgin Islands. And I lived in Chicago and I lived in New York, but my home base was St. Croix in the U.S. Virgin Islands, if you're new here. And you know, I would love to be back there. You know, I would love to live there. I would love to live anywhere but here at the moment. But this is where I am, and I'm very grateful. You know, I'm very grateful. I'm grateful for my little studio here. You know what I mean? For the sunlight that's coming through my window. And so, yeah, I'm grateful for living where I live at the moment. And one reason is because I'm here with my daughter. And this is where my mommy was and where the spirit of my mommy is, you know. So when I leave this place, you know what I mean? My mommy's spirit will always be with me, but I know that this was the last place that she was. So that's one of the reasons why I'm grateful to live here and to be here. But I'm ready to go anyplace else. I'm ready to move, you know, in an instance. I'm ready. I would love to move to Canada, and I would love to move to Europe. You know, those are the two places right now where I would like to be. If I could sustain any lifestyle and live any way and have all the money in the world to do whatever I want, I would move to Bora Bora, and that's where I would spend the rest of my days and the rest of my life. I would buy something if they would allow me to, because, you know, you have to live there and be a native there and different things, I believe, to own certain property and stuff. But if I could buy a piece of land there and build a house near the water, that's where I would be. I would be in Bora Bora without a doubt. And the next place I would be is Paris. I have always wanted to live in Paris. I don't know which arrondissement that I want to be in, but I've always wanted to live in Paris. And wherever the Eiffel Tower is and where I could see it from where I am, the fullness of it lit up at night from my terrace, that's where I would like to live. So whatever arrondissement Paris is in, I got to look that up and I'll put it on the screen here. That's where, I mean, Paris is in. The Eiffel Tower is in. That is where I want to be. You know, that's where I want to be. And go to all the parks there and just sit and watch. You know, I want to be able to go to the Louvre. I want to be able to see my little lady, you know, the Mona Lisa, whenever I want to. I want to be able to get on the metro or get on a train and travel. I want to be able to pop into London whenever I want. And the next place I would live would be London. I would love to live in London. My mother was there. You know, there's a video on here of my mother in London, you know, with the red coats. And she also had pictures of her with the punk rockers and everything. She went to London in the 80s. I believe it was 1984, 84 or 5, the first time that she went. And it was just beautiful. I did not go with her, but I experienced it through her. And I would just love to be in London. You know, I want to live in a high rise where I could see the Thames and the boats and see everything. And you know, I would love to be there. I want to go to the grocery stores there and get all the fresh, beautiful things that don't have all the chemicals and stuff in it that we have here in the U.S. that we put in our bodies every day. I just want to be someplace where I could get, you know, I want fresh flowers, and I want to go shopping every other day and get fresh food and just live that life. You know, and if I had the finances to do that, believe it, I'd have a place everywhere. I'd have a brownstone in New York or a downtown. Really, I would like a downtown apartment with wall to ceiling windows in New York, a corner apartment where I could see out my window, either off the Hudson where I could see Lady Liberty, or in Manhattan proper, like down in the 30s, where I could see the Empire State Building out my window. That is my dream apartment right there. That's my dream. And a building that has all the amenities. So if I didn't have to leave, I would never leave my building. I would be in my little corner of the world filming all the time and looking out and watching everything. I love that. I love that. I would like a building that has a pool, an indoor pool and sauna, and a gym, and, you know, a concierge, and where I could just order everything I need to come to my door, and that would be it. And that's where I would be. So I would like a place there. I would like and where my beautiful Miss Tarot D could come and visit me, and we can have tea and chat. So I would love that. And I would love, like I said, a place in Paris. I would love a place in Bora Bora. I would definitely love a place in Los Angeles, because that's the place where my beautiful Zoe has always wanted to live and be. And so if I can make that happen for her, Then Los Angeles is there, and one of my bestest friends in the whole wide world is there, my beautiful Pam, and my beautiful Mama Judy, Pam's mom, who I just love to pieces, and she's like my second mom. And so I would be there in a heartbeat, And then of course St. Croix, where I grew up. So there's so many places, you know what I mean? And I know that this is all going to come to fruition, and I'm just going to be everywhere. And I'm just going to be living that life. And that's what I think of every day. That's what I think of every day. The next prompt is, this is the third one. A time I felt I was in the right place at the right time. Wow. Right here. Right here. The right place at the right time on January 5th, 2025. Spirit said, get your butt on YouTube. Do it, girlfriend. You've been putting it off and putting it off and putting it off for years. Do your thing and get on YouTube. And I did. And the people that I met here, and the ones who, all of you all are here, but there are just a handful of people that have become my true family, my soul sisters, my soul family, you know what I mean? And I mean, I've had past lives with all of these women, and I love them beyond words, beyond words. And, on January 5th, I was put here, the right place, at the right time. When my beautiful Nancy of Crone's Intuition, she came across my page. It was her on my channel. It just flew up on her page, and she said, let me see what this young lady is saying, what she has to offer. Nancy and I are like this. I don't go a day without speaking to Nancy. I cannot. And usually we video chat because I have to see her. And she also lives here in North Carolina. And so soon I will be making that trek a couple hours away from me to go see my beautiful crone, Nancy. Most definitely. And I wish that I could see all of my sisters. And that's going to happen. That is definitely going to happen because Lexi is going on a world tour. And I will go where I can see all my sisters, all my soul sisters here. Yes, indeed. And I am so excited for that to happen. I am so excited for that to happen. So excited. So excited. So stay tuned. You'll be seeing me. You'll be seeing me. It may not be this year, but you will be seeing me very soon. But yeah, the right place at the right time was being here on YouTube, where Nancy found me and so many all of you all found me. But then Nancy introduced me to a bunch of people into this whole new world of tarot and of something that I wanted to do since I was a teenager. And now I am immersed in this world with the most beautiful sisters and friends that I could imagine. Being an only child, I do have siblings. I have an older sister. She is almost 19 years older than me. And I have an older brother, and he's almost, I think, 17 or 18 years older than me. And because they're like either a year and change apart, I think the two of them a year and a half or so apart. And so, yes. But I didn't grow up with them because I did live with my sister when I was a teenager. From the age of 13 to 17, I lived with my sister in Chicago. And that's going to be a video for another time. That was a traumatic time for me. But that's where I met my beautiful, beautiful Pam, who I mentioned, my bestie who lives in California, and her beautiful mother. And they saved me. Oh, did they save me? They saved me. Oh, they saved me. Yeah, I can't. I'm just going to cry thinking about it, but they did. They did. They will always be here in my life, always. And, but, being here and being introduced to you beautiful, beautiful souls was being put, I was the right place at the right time. So thank you, friend. Thank you so much. And something great about today that I may have overlooked yesterday. Let's see. Something great about today that I may have overlooked yesterday. That's a good question. I get up every morning, my daughter says, and I've said it here before, You know, if you're new, you don't know. But this beautiful tapestry behind me, one of my soul sisters here sent this to me, and it's got a sunbeam coming out of it. If you can see it a little bit, I don't have my camera up high enough. A sunbeam coming out of it, and there's butterflies, which represent my beautiful jewel, and there's a beautiful tree here, and this tree comes over, and then there's another tree over here, and there's butterflies and everything. And you know, I wake up, my daughter says I wake up in the morning and it's like the angels, the birds are chirping, the butterflies are fluttering, and the angels are like, ah. And that's me. And that is me. That is me in a nutshell, you know? I am so happy every morning. And yes, I wake up with aches and pains. I don't sleep well these last few nights, and I don't know why. And I'm really trying to pinpoint it with the sugar fast, which I really need to start doing more, either some shorts or something on the sugar fast of what I'm eating and stuff. I did a short the other day of having a green apple with peanut butter, and that short, yeah, I mean, no, of course it's not viral. I don't have thousands of views or anything, but I'm going to look it up right now and I'm going to tell you. That short, I think it has over 500 views. And so if you haven't seen it, go to my shorts and watch them all. Watch all my shorts. But yeah, let's see. And we have 132 subscribers, and that definitely makes me happy. That makes me so happy. Yeah, I have almost 700 views of my short of just having on my sugar fast snack, a green apple with natural peanut butter and salt. So go look at that. Go watch it. Let's get us to 1,000 views on that short. Come on, people. Come on. Get me up there. Get me up there. I need it. I need it. But yeah, but yeah, getting back to something great about today that I may have overlooked yesterday was probably that, because I noticed that probably this morning. And, you know, just being grateful for everybody who stops by my channel just to say hi and just to, you know, just to look, you know what I mean? Just click like on all those things, because that helps me. That helps push out my content. And most people come and watch and they forget to click like. That's the first thing I do when I put up a video, is a like. So give me a like, give me a thumbs up, pretty please, pretty please. You know what I mean? We appreciate it, Yappy and I. We appreciate it so much. So yeah, and then the last thing is, I fill my life with people, places, and conversations that make me feel good. And yes, I do. I'm filling my life with you, you know, with the people and this place, you know, this YouTube place, and the conversations that I have, my Lexi Talks, you know what I mean? And they make me feel good. They make me feel so good and so happy. I'm so happy today. It's the first day of spring. It's the first day of spring. I'm so happy, you know? That means we're turning a corner. It's time for new beginnings. Yes, yes. Spring awakening, you know what I mean? Your senses are now gonna pop. We're out of the dark doldrums, you know, of the winter arc, and then the new year, you know, and January, the longest month, which I didn't feel like it was, but I guess everybody else did, you know what I mean? But yes. You know, March is the month that my baby was born, and that just makes me happy, you know? And my brother has a birthday on Sunday. The beautiful Miss Althea Grace, the Soul Whisperer, her birthday is Monday. You know, the Aries season is here, is upon us, you know? And I'm just happy. You know, I'm always happy here, and I'm always happy here when I'm with you. So, on that note, Yappy and I want to say deuces, and I thank you for being here, for blessing me here with your time and your energy, and emoting that positive energy to me, as I hope you feel this positive happiness coming back to you. I hope you feel it. I hope you feel it. And I love you, love you, love you plenty, plenty, plenty. And don't you forget it. because I see you, friend. I love you. You mean the world to me. You know, one of my soul sisters left me such a beautiful message last night. I was in tears, you know what I mean? And then I spent a few hours last night with another one of my little soul sisters. We watched a show on Netflix together, and that just makes my heart just, ooh, you know what I mean? It just does. And I love you all so much. You all mean the world, the absolute world to me. You do. You do. You know what I mean? And let's try to build this thing. Let's try to build this collective and this community. You know what I mean? And get us to where we want to be. Because I want to come out and see you all. And bring love and bring things. I want to do it. You know, so let's build this community so I can get there. You know, let's do that. Thank you. Love you. Plenty, plenty, plenty. Hey, friends. You know, I started talking at minute like 1:34, and I said, fun fact, not so fun fact. I was born, and then I went on to something else. So, you know, future Lexi here. But I started to say, you know, I picked up the tissue to wipe my nose then, and I was starting to say, fun fact, not so fun fact, that I was born 2 months premature. And so I was born 7 months. So August 9th, 1964, and I only weighed 3 little pounds, and I was born with asthma and with severe allergies. I was in an incubator in the hospital for like a month or more after my mother was released from the hospital. She was there for like 2 weeks. And so, yeah, so that was the fun, not so fun fact that I was going to say, you know, rubbing my nose with tissue, because spring has sprung, and I do have allergies, so my allergies are sprung. So I just had to clarify. So, bye.